Welcome to Inside the Firm, a podcast dedicated to small business owners and hosted by entrepreneurs, Alex Gore and Lance Cayko. Each week, they take you on their journey of how to start, run, and grow a business by bringing you inside their architecture and real estate development firm. Get a behind-the-scenes tour of how these business leaders manage their clients and foster company culture while creating new and innovative projects. And now your hosts, Alex Gore and Lance Cayko.
Welcome to another episode of Inside the Firm. I'm with Lance Fisherman, getting over a cold, gonna feel fine. Get those paddlefish, Cayko.
Wow. It's a long name. It's a long middle name, but I spell it out.
Good. It's all phonetically too. It's not. Yep.
It's all just one word. There's no spaces, nothing. Just add that in.
Yeah. I'm Al. Going to have a run tomorrow.
Nice.
Sign up for a run tomorrow.
Like a 5K or something? 3K?
Yeah.
Nice. Look at you.
Every year.
Everybody pray for him because when he does physical activities, he breaks.
I do break.
He
I
is
need
not.
to look into that.
What I recommend he does is he watches Unbreakable, starring, what's that guy's name? Bald. Come on.
Okay.
Demi Moore was married to him. Why can't I think of it right now? Bruce Willis. Starring Bruce Willis.
Okay, remember on how we went on kicks of movies based on actors? Like, have you been on a Bruce Willis kick?
I have never, but I should.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
My favorite is, who's the guy?
Poor guy. Doesn't he have Parkinson's or something now?
I don't know, but from The Postman.
Kevin Costner?
Yeah, that's a great actor.
Yeah.
Anyways, Lance, every the Saturday before Mother's Day, me and my wife are always going to the mountains or doing something, and we walk outside our front door, and we have that big boulevard, and we always see runners. So we're like, why do we miss this every year?
Wow.
Signed up this year, and it's raining.
Classic.
It's going to be raining. Anyways, we have a great show for you. We're going to talk about the economy, some AI tools, and law of vibration. So interesting there. And we have Nick back, correct?
Nick is back.
But before we go there, I have a question for you.
Okay.
If you were to hey, Lance, or hey, Al, I want to make my company more profitable and better. Where would you go?
I don't know. I've heard about this buildabetterco.com.
Where you can
I've heard of this.
Build your profit fast. See how architects and engineers build a highly profitable firm while working less and being more fulfilled. Is that basically what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's buildabetterco.com. Check it out.
Check it out. Watch our training. If it interests you, reach out to me. There'll be a link to it, and we can talk. We can talk about it.
Yeah. And on the heels of that, if you're trying to do high vibrational and frequent, very profitable things for your firm, whether you're an architect or an engineer, supplies to both of you, or maybe even a contractor, you're going to need to go to arcat.com because you need accurate data. It's crucial, especially in today's business environment. Outdated and inaccurate data leads to turnarounds, delays, and rising costs. With supply chain and staffing issues, these costs and delays can multiply. That's why a resource like arcat.com is so important. Arcat works with manufacturers to keep their data up to date and accurate and offers it to you easily and accessible and free. Use Arcat's powerful search engine to find what you need and download it right there on their site without needing to pay anything or even register. Dang it. So try arcat.com today. It's arcat.com. Sorry for the cough.
That's why I made your middle name. Getting over sickness, but going fishing.
It's so annoying.
Get those paddlefish. Cayko.com. Drinking coffee.
I've been at 95% for 2 days. It's horrible. So that's 5% sucks. The other place I need you to check out is PellaLuxury.com/the firm because you'll experience a collection of brands that brings together your creative vision to life. The luxury division of Pella is a world-class collection of brands, including Duratherm, Riley, and Bonelli, all pioneers of industry who provide window and door solutions to discerning architects, the building industry, and beyond. During this new year, we know how important it is to step back and spend time in gratitude. We appreciate all our clients trusting us with their projects in a record-breaking year. We are excited and ready to take on the new year in 2023. The luxury division of Pella doesn't push beyond the limits. They set them. Explore PellaLuxury.com/the firm today.
Lance, what is this vibration kick you're on? What are you talking about here? What are you doing?
So I was hiking 2 days ago on Wednesday. I took off a little bit early. I went to go chase these majestic walleyes. And I was thinking about my mornings. And we've talked about mornings before and how crucial they are, I think, to business owners, entrepreneurs, go-getters, people that are trying to be that early bird who gets the quote-unquote metaphorical worm, right? And then I thought about like stuff or tasks that I am tasked with throughout the day that give me a negative feeling. And what I started thinking about is like, there's high frequency, there's like, how could I categorize those tasks? How could I categorize these things that I'm doing? And I think for me, it boils down to like, there's low vibrational tasks and there's high vibrational tasks. And with both of those, there's low vibrational rewards and high vibrational rewards. And I realize I'm getting like woo-woo and spiritual here, but there's something to it. And so I'm trying to come up with actually like a better way of describing this. So I looked up, I found out like, is anybody else writing about this? Because I feel like if I'm thinking about this and you believe in the butterfly effect and putting out positive energy and you get the positive energy back, or you put out the negative energy, then the negative energy just sticks and hangs and it's like dark matter and it's hard to get rid of. And there was this gal I found, her name is Sarah Regan, and she's a little bit more woo-woo than me typically, even though this segment is very woo-woo. The title of her article is called "The Law of Vibration Explained: How to Use This Universal Law to Your Advantage." So we've heard of the law of attraction, and she kind of goes on to talk about it here. She says, understanding the 12 natural laws in the universe can help shift your perspective and approach to life. And while the law of attraction is the most well-known, the other laws deserve your attention too, including the law of vibration. That's the only one I'm going to talk about today. So further on down, she starts explaining what this is. And this is how I'm trying to make it full circle for everybody. And I'll refocus it back towards like the mornings. And I'll give you some examples too of like what I would consider low vibrational, low frequency, low energy, bad energy versus high, good, positive, all of those kinds of things.
Yep.
So she says, the law of vibration explained. The universal law of vibration posits everything. Let me start that over. The second universal law, the law of vibration, posits that everything, every atom, object, and living thing is in constant motion, vibrating at a very specific frequency.
Can I just back that up with some science? Because you mentioned how it's
That's his middle name, Al Science Gore.
Yeah. So there's different techniques of like MRIs that you get to, and you can obviously scan for a bunch of things, but one thing is cancer. One thing where they get the images from is, that's that magnetic thing, and it's going off the vibrations that are in every water molecule that are pointing in different directions. Obviously, it's way above our pay grade, but like that's what they're measuring and bouncing things off of to get what's good, good vibrations, bad vibration, cancer, not cancer. So like that is correct that like everything is vibrating.
And the higher the frequency or the higher the vibration, if you look at the sine waves of those vibrations, the more energy is in the higher frequencies. The lower energy is in the lower frequencies with the longer sine waves. Yeah, absolutely. So like the science is there, right? So she keeps going on here. As spiritual author, Shannon Kaiser explains to MBG, the rate or speed at which something vibrates is referred to as its frequency, with the only difference between one object and another being at the rate of its vibration. You can think of this frequency as vibrational energy. And according to author Self-Care for Empaths and Professional Intuitive Tanya Carroll Richardson, someone's energy or the energy of a physical space or a group of people isn't something you can see or touch, but it's something you can sense, feel, and react to. That's what I mean about the negative energy, right? Like somebody can come in, you've been in your office, wherever, your job site, have negative energy.
Oh, yeah, you.
Me. bring the whole thing down. Yeah. Or they can come in and light up the room.
Yeah, exactly. You too.
You said
I didn't know if you were going there, but I had to just throw that in there.
Lance, yeah, exactly. The whole idea behind this law is not only that we have a specific vibrational frequency, but further that we can learn to adjust our vibration if we're caught in a low vibrational experience or scenario. The more you attune to your own energy, the more you see how your vibes affect your entire experience, right? So how does this relate to you, the architect, you, the business owner, you, the engineer, you, the person? Here's how it does, right? This word, Alex, I use this word all the time, right? Manifestation, like you're going to manifest your reality. So how to use the law of vibration to your advantage? Number one, for manifesting. In order to manifest anything, we must first match the vibration of what it is we're looking for. As Kaiser explains, you will only attract to yourself energy that matches up with your energy. You will only attract vibrations that match up with your vibration. Say you want to manifest more wealth, but you constantly think about how you need more money. Remember that your thoughts also have vibrational energy. The thought, quote, I need more money, end quote, holds a vibration of lack and could lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy. Quote, we have the power to dictate the frequency of our being by directing our own thoughts, Kaiser notes.
Can I do a shameless plug too?
Yeah, keep going.
Because if you want to, I get what they're saying. Hey, I need more money. I'm worried about more money. Mm-hmm. The shameless plug is, hey, is there an architecture firm that has done this that I can just learn from and go and get the answers and get there quicker? Like buildabetterco.com.
I want to take my vibration and I want to match their vibration.
Yep, exactly. I got to figure out a way to work with them, pay for it, blah, blah, blah. And there we go. Might take time, takes energy, takes effort, but it's not just like a worry, you know? Okay, keep going.
Number two, for navigating situations, according to Richardson, tapping into this universal law can help you figure out how you feel in a situation or a scenario at any given time. Quote, once you discern what feels high vibrational senses to you, like attitudes, places, and people that feel connecting, healthy, and exciting, it's easier to sense when you are in the presence of high vibes, end quote. Number three, for managing emotions, and of course, emotions also hold vibrational frequencies, and working with this law can help you navigate them. Emotions are powerful guides to shift us into a higher, more balanced state of being, end quote. Kaiser says, adding emotions can range from very low frequency, fear, shame, to very high frequency, joy, and love. There are no bad feelings. It's all energy that wants to move forward, she explains. When we feel anxious or stressed, is simply energy that wants to move through us and be released. The law of vibration helps us recognize when we're moving through dense, heavy emotions so we can let them go and maintain a higher frequency. So basically, I won't go, but by all means, take a look at this article. I won't go further into it. I'm just trying to establish a basic point here. And I'm going to give you some examples of stuff that I find, and maybe Al will add on to this. Yep. I'll just spout off some low vibrational, low frequency, low energy, bad, dark things that I have to deal with, that maybe many of you have to deal with on a daily basis, right? Paying bills, dealing with the IRS, taxes, dealing with the government, firing somebody, arguing with a client who won't pay, bill chasing. Those are all low vibrational things.
Getting people to show up to a job site.
Yes. High vibrational things, right? Waking up, and this is where it comes back full circle to the morning, right? Imagine starting your day off by tackling all those low vibrational, low frequency things. It's going to cascade throughout your whole day. What if instead you do stuff like Alex and I do at the beginning of our day? We're doing high vibrational stuff. Maybe you're making a new company and a new help tool for people, buildabetterco.com, like Alex is, right? Sure. He's doing that in the golden hours of the morning between, for him, it's usually like 6 to 8, 6 to 9, something like that. Mine is about 5 to 7, 5 to 8. Before he's in the office before anybody else is in. I'm at my home office and at home and up before anybody else gets up. The high vibrational stuff is like going after architecture awards, putting together a new proposal for a new client with that positive energy going forward, following up or reaching out to people to be on podcasts, to get interviewed, to do press, all of those very designing. Yep. All of those high vibrational things, because like if you think about it, think about what it takes to win an architectural award for, say, a custom house. That took a lot of high frequency and positive energy and vibrations all coming together from the point of signing the contract to the point of getting the certificate of occupancy in order to make that happen. It wasn't a bunch of low-level stuff.
Yep. And what I would say is you can't always avoid all the low-level stuff. You have to do it. The world has to turn. Someone has to make the world turn. How do you then not let that affect other people, other situations? And I would say the first step is you literally just need to recognize it. And you might have some other ones, and I'll ask you a question after this. But
It's like meditation. Recognizing the bad and then getting it out of the way.
Yep. And here's just one way. Like, let's say at the end of the day, I'm dealing with all the low vibration things that you said. I have been bad at it last week, but I need to get back on it. Before I open the door into my house, I literally pause, change my perspective, and be like, these kids had nothing to do with it. This wife had nothing to do with that. And then go in there at a high vibration. So same thing in the morning. Let's say you have a fight with your wife in the morning before you come to work. That doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. You know what I mean? Like that's your other life. Yep. Same thing. Going home. That's your work life. You can't bring those both into the other areas because they don't deserve it.
In the future, in the very near future, maybe Al will get a text from me when it'll say something like, "Hey, I'm calling in. I'm taking off today. I'm feeling very low vibrational." and then I just don't go to work that day. Hey, man, you don't want to deal with these low vibrations, do you, Al? Low frequencies? And there's only one thing that's going to solve the problem right now. I need to get in touch with some high vibrational fish.
I literally thought...
They're vibrating!
You know what I thought? I thought you were going to the opposite. Like, yeah, let's say that happens in the morning. And then I turn off the car. And then once I'm out of the car, I'm like, that's home life. Now I'm in the work life. You're like, nah, I'm just going to quit.
High vibrational day.
Yeah.
Low vibrational day. Okay, moving towards the future here. This article just came out 4 days ago.
Can we
do you want to switch gears?
Yeah, that's a preempt. That's a foreshadow.
Is it?
Yep, you're foreshadowing what's going to happen.
Even though it was the next bullet point. Go ahead.
No, I should have moved it. I should have broke it up. So let's just look at the billings. I will.
Yeah, pull that out there. Switch the vibrational stuff over to you.
They're pulling us back and forth with these billings. So this is AIA March billings improve slightly, right? Remember 50 is the average. It came in at 50.4. So it is slightly above the month before. Billings came up 2.4. Project inquiries.
Nice.
Negative.
I'm saying nice to the billings, not the project inquiries. I would agree. We've been getting a little bit more, but keep going.
Yeah. I wish the Fed would just stop. you just aren't. Just stop.
You guys, we're good.
Yep.
Fed, we're good. You listening? Yelling? We're good.
Listen to this. American Institute of Architects monthly architecture billings index posted 50.4 in March, expanding 2.4 points from February's 48. So that's a good rebound. So the scores for both project inquiries and design contracts contracted in March. New project inquiries clocked in at 53.1, falling 1.9 from February's score of 55. Well, that's good news. Look at that, Lance.
Mm-hmm.
That went down from a previously 53.1, which is higher than the month before. So, like, it's still kind of up.
Yeah.
Design contracts posted a score, though, of 49.8. So what this is saying to me is that people are starting to inquire, but they aren't signing as much. They aren't signing.
I think everybody is waiting for what we started this segment with this is like we need to see a pause in interest rates from the Fed. I think that will calm everybody's nerves, even if they just pause through the rest of the year. Even if they pause, like that's what people want. It's sort of like having increasing anxiety that you can't control. And then, like, what are you going to feel confident signing with, like, increasing anxiety for anything?
Know why I want to pause and then, like, a lowering in 2 months? It's because if they don't do this and they wait too long, which is probably what they do because they wait too long to recognize stuff, then they wait too long to... Even though they went pretty fast.
They're very reactionary.
Yep. So when things start to break, they're not going to go, hey, we'll just lower rates by 1 point literally tomorrow. what they'll do is print more money. It's like that doesn't help. That's like feeding a sugar crash with more sugar.
Yep.
That's literally what's happening. Like, oh, you crashed from the
It's
sugar
like
crash?
being hungover and thinking, I'm going to kick this hangover in the morning and drink some hair of the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of works, but then you become a drunk
Yeah.
for your life.
Yeah.
So,
Which is a perfectly analogous for our monetary system right now. We're just drunk.
So here's the quote. In spite of the positive movement in architecture firm billing in March, core concerns remain, said chief economist Kermit Baker. Kermit, if you ever want to come on the show, we'll talk for 25 minutes about your name, how
Minimum.
you got it,
Minimum.
how much you love it. I love it.
I love it too.
I think it's
I had an uncle named Kermit. It was great.
More people, babies, get on that. I want you to demand your name be Kermit.
Yep. Nick, are you gonna if you're having more babies, name it Kermit.
One of my friends is having a baby. I think it's a girl, but still, like Kermit,
It's 2023, bro.
everything. Kermit is everything. Okay, inflation still needs to ease further for interest rates to return to a more normal levels, and the banking turmoil still threatens to hold back residential and commercial construction loans. You know what this kind of reminds me of?
What?
In a loose analogy, when COVID happened, you know, the prescription was, you know, lockdowns and vaccines, and it wasn't. It was the greatest opportunity to see a vulnerable group of overweight, unhealthy.
73% of Americans are obese today.
Yep. Unhealthy, and say, this is a wake-up call, because that was the demographic that got hit the most in COVID, which really caused real damage.
Yep.
And said, we are having a program of health now. There is no more excuses. There isn't even like, remember, I was actually kind of upset about this. Miss Obama did some lunch thing where it was more healthy things in food. It's like in school food. Yes. COVID happened, like more healthy food. You eat basically all healthy food from your garden and stuff like that. And like, this is you get sick maybe once every 2 years.
I was telling my wife, we're not farm to table. I was like, she was poo-pooing farm to table last night while we were eating. She's like, everything's farm to table. I'm like, babe. Yes, technically everything is farm to table, technically. Yes. Okay, maybe they had to take the avocados and they drove them in the truck from the farm all the way. Yes, you're technically right. I go, you need to be I'm gonna give you an up here, babe.
Yep.
It's okay to be snobby to everybody else, and here's how you can be, okay?
Yeah.
We are water to table, and we are garden to table at our house.
Garden to table. What's water to table?
Fish.
Oh, fish.
We are lake to table
Lake
people.
to table sounds better. Lake to table.
We are lake to table.
Yep. And then garden to table.
Yes. And I was like, you can, and think about how much better you are than everybody else now, hon.
Yes.
She didn't buy it.
Yes. Anyways, putting all that money that was spent on COVID into like actually making a healthy, fit America would benefits would be huge. Anyways, that's analogous to what's going on here, where they are limiting the pull side of inflation by decreasing the money and not increasing the production side, which would reduce inflation.
Yeah.
Like, they're only talking about one side of the equation.
Yes.
That's the only reason that
They're totally missing the demand side. I mean,
Yes.
the supply side.
Yes, you're
Yes.
only addressing one side.
The demand side is fixed in both of those scenarios, but the supply side is what they could solve the problem, though.
Yep.
Cut the red tape.
Blah, 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 blah. It's different per the West, the Northeast, all that. We won't go into it, but that's the segment before I pass it back to,
Okay, good.
to Lance.
Good stuff. Plug me in because you're going to have to, I'm going to show you a video here in a second, okay?
Oh, but gotcha.
So this article is from Arcanet and Arcanect, .com, and the title is Autodesk Unveils Forma. This was May 8th, so we're recording this May 12th, 4 days ago.
Spearhead of news.
An AI-driven tool for generating and analyzing BIM models. Did you hear about that? Have you heard about this, Al?
No, but they're like the website. I updated some links on the website this morning, and it's like pop up new AI tools. It's just going to be that's my conclusion.
Thank you.
It's just going to be implemented into every program.
This is how the singularity works. Everybody wants to point towards like people. We're so We need like effigies in society. Like, I'm not saying we actually need it. I'm just saying humanity has this default towards effigies, right?
Yep.
So the example is like, we think the singularity is going to be Elon Musk literally plugging in computers into our brain, or that the Antichrist is actually like a actual person. It could be a movement. You know, you know what I mean?
Sure.
You know, it could be a political party or something like that.
Analogies. The Bible is analogies.
You got it. That's what I'm getting at. Exactly. Yeah. So you're spot on with that. So like, it's just going to get integrated, and it obviously is, and that's what we're talking about. So Autodesk has unveiled a new software program that integrates automation and artificial intelligence-powered insights. Autodesk Forma is described by the company as a, quote, industry cloud that will use AI to, quote, simplify the exploration of design concepts, offload repetitive tasks. That's the part I'm most excited about, because those are low vibrational. Those repetitive tasks are low vibrational, and help evaluate environmental qualities surrounding a building site, giving architects to find time to focus on creative solutions.
Isn't it crazy how a couple years ago, I believe most people, besides us with the engineering, thought AI would come after the low-skill jobs and work its way up. And it's like, no, I'm going from top down.
Yep.
I'm going from top down.
100%. I'm going, yeah, and I'm doing the creative. I'm literally syncing up with the high-frequency creativity that humans exhibit. You know what I mean? Think about Mid-Journey cranking out 4,000-word blogs in minutes.
Yep.
Forma's initially released capabilities target the early stage planning and design process, with new features and capabilities to be added on a continual basis. For existing Autodesk subscribers, Forma is included in the Autodesk AEC collection. So I've got a little video here we're going to pop up for everybody here, Al, and I want to take a look at it.
Welcome to Autodesk Forma, the cloud-based planning and design software that helps architects and planners answer the big questions. How do we make the cities of tomorrow? Make sustainable neighborhoods? Make deadlines on time and on budget? Make sure increasingly complex projects make it over the line? How do we make sure architects keep making their mark? Forma puts data-driven insights at your fingertips, helping you make fast, smart decisions while designing. Because when you make use of better inputs, it makes for better outcomes. So when you ask, how can we maximize the sunlight? Forma makes it possible to shed light on your project from every angle. How loud is the noise from traffic and rail? Listen to what the data is telling you. Can fresh air reach every corner of every space? With the right data, making quick changes is a breeze. How do you explore more options for every site? Make and make over in real time. And then make spaces that work for everyone. Need to collaborate and share with multiple parties? Cloud-based projects invite input from all sides, making collaboration a walk in the park. Want to raise the bar on sustainability? It's easy being greener when you can make changes in an instant. Forma is ready to empower and accelerate your processes so you can start making projects digitally from day one. Make, test, and streamline your planning and designs. Autodesk Forma. Make tomorrow's cities. Make anything.
Kind of a, I don't even know, washed video. I don't have a better word for this. Like, it didn't really show me like technically what it's gonna do.
Well, you cut that video in half, you take out all the stuff about Forma, and you ask the initial questions like, how do architects shape the cities? How do we make better places to live? How do we get on time, on budget, make stuff healthy? That was a better architecture commercial than the AIA.
Son of a gun, it was. It really was.
Gotcha.
So I'll finish the article here. Among Forma's initial capabilities is the contextual modeling, which allows users to set up a 3D BIM model of a project area within minutes. In Forma, either inputting their own design data or buying data sets for selective geographies, Forma's automation functions will also allow users to use parametric tools to quickly develop many design concepts and variations to ensure the full solution space is explored. Machine learning within Forma will perform real-time analysis of projects including sunlight, daylight, wind, and microclimate, while a Revit add-in provides a fileless sync between the two software, allowing users to detail Forma data in Revit and bring it back to Forma for analysis. Forma gives architecture professionals the agility to work iteratively rather than sequentially between planning and detailed design, supercharging what they can accomplish, said Amy Bunzel, Executive Vice President of AEC Design Solutions at Autodesk, from rapidly evaluating a large set of factors from the sun and wind to noise and operational energy to offloading computational tasks to the cloud and connecting with Revit. Forma unlocks great value for our customers. News of Forma's launch comes weeks after Arup unveiled a new immersive VR experience tool to help architects and urban designers experience urban environments from the perspectives of small children in February. Meanwhile, Architecture's 2030's new CARE tool was launched, helping architects measure the carbon reduction in retrofit projects. So that is where things are headed, Al Gore. So far. We just got to keep, I don't know, just keep being aware of it and all of that.
I think like everything, there's going to be a cap. So just like when the car was created, it probably went like 8 miles per hour, maybe 5. And then it went, 20, then 40, then 60. Now race cars go 200, but basically the max is 200 and then 150 in a
Everything
regular
plateaus.
car. Same thing with airplanes. Like, it's going to go, we went 200 miles per hour, now 400, now 800, now Mach 2. It's like, yeah, but you still fly around at 500 miles per hour. That's what you did in the 60s. So there's going to be a lot of the digital world will be taken over by AI. A lot of the stuff that gets filtered through the real world will still have to go through a filter of a real person to then, because that's just how it works, even if a robot's going to do some of the work. But I don't know what the cap is. It might be a very, very high cap on when AI takes over, but there's going to be a cap, because if there's not, then we're done. So
Yeah. Well, with that, a man who I've never seen wear a cap.
But also, is he real?
I haven't heard from this guy forever. I don't know. I hope so.
Maybe AI took him over.
Yeah.
And that was download.
I don't even know if this is his real voice that we're about to hear.
I'm scared. What do we got? Who is it?
Nick with Nick Reads.
Hello, best friends. I hope you all have had a great year. A reading. When the corporations are advertising your movement, you aren't the resistance. Credited, Lance Cayko, via Elon Musk. Toodles.
Break that down for me. It went so quick.
So all it was just so everybody knows why if this seems out of context, and if you're watching on YouTube, then you'll be able to see. I'm going to show you here. Is that Lance Musk? Where did I put it here? There we go. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see up on the screen a meme that I made that Elon Musk shared on May 7th on Twitter. I made the meme like 3 years ago, and now I know. I know I made the meme because it's got a watermark at Being Libertarian when I used to make political memes and stuff. He shared it. It got like 20 million views. It made my day. And we love Elon Musk, even though we think his choice of CEO right now is probably not the best. But that's all I got for you, Al.
Yeah, no, I get it now. The analogy, for some reason, without the image, it's like Star Wars, the Stormtroopers. If they were putting out messages about how the Resistance is awesome and we all need to be a part of it, then wait, what? Then you aren't the Resistance.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. It's in a it's like when you have a perfect photo of your family, or you have a perfect design. You just see it and you know it. That sort of thing. So it's like you're just being gaslit by these corporations because they're suggesting to you that you shouldn't trust your instincts and judgments, which are innate to you, which say that exactly what Al was saying is the Resistance doesn't even say that they're resistance. They just are the Resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's I think all we got this week, Al.
All right. See you all next week. Have a great weekend. If you like this, please subscribe, tell a friend, tell your mother. That's how you say it, right? Did I do it?
He pretty much nailed it. He's basically a YouTuber. See you next week.